Welcome all of you here once again in another session. And before I say anything, I would love to mark CGL starts next week. All the best from my side to each and every present out there who is going to appear in SSC CGL 2025 examination. All the best and feed us back with your feedback experience out there. Before that, let me help the most we can obviously. We have this Indian Exam Fest, which ends 11th of September in 3 days. Can use the code FEST and grab flat 35% off and 2 times validity on railway subscription. SSC subscription, be it a course, batch, or the super elite, in which you get access to all the courses, running and upcoming ones, mock tests, PDFs, everything at once. Okay, and before I start CGL test, I must mark my responsibility that the new interface is live at Oliveboard. You must go through this. The first test is free here. I hope you have become accustomed to the changes now, all here in place of there, up above in place of that below down, statistics here, there, submit button, nothing here. So you must adapt yourself to not putting a cursor here, because it saves seconds, which in turn saves at least 5 questions, honestly. And the most or the best I love this zoom in zoom out feature. You can as per your convenience. Okay, let's start today's test now. Sorry, just a sec. I won't show the RC first. I'll show this one first. Reducing brightness so that it is clearer to you. Welcome everybody here. Nancy, Jajanendra, Wrinkle, Cartoon Stories, Avijit, Arvind, good evening brother, Chivalrous, Radhe Radhe, Muskan, Mohini, NK, welcome. Okay, the course provides an overview of modern marketing strategies. Comprehensive, in detail, and we want courses in detail, no problem. Every single strategy must be there, not bad. Bulky, heavy, negative. Hostile, enemy, negative. Amiable is friendly, but overview shouldn't be friendly, it should be in detail. So, comprehensive. Parvinder, please delete everything that you have of mine, update right now. I'm live here and feed me back in next 2 minutes. Waiting for your words. Parvinder, please, brother. Avijit, good evening, brother. Good evening. Manager was extremely impressed with the plan, which is not a human being. So I won't be using who for the plan object, which, okay, whose is the possessive case. Must have a noun after that. Whose policy, whose resources, whose, the two had developed together. The two interns, subject, they developed together the plan. So no possessive case out here. Whom is used for human beings. The only possible case. The plan which they had developed together. So they had developed a plan. That's it. Aman. Welcome, Saloni. Obviously, sorry. When you say let, it defines three things. Let's go. Some sort of suggestion, which can be marked with the help of should. Let me go. Some sort of permission, which can be marked with the help of may. And there is another one, which is used quite rarely. He was saying this about you. Let him say. I don't care, which we don't usually come across. Let's go. We should go now. Let me go. I may be allowed to go there. The captain said, let's review the game footage tomorrow. He's not asking for permission. He himself is the captain. But he's suggesting we should go there tomorrow to identify the mistakes and all. And for suggestion, I would prefer the model should. So he proposed, suggested that they should, not bad. He requested, there is no please there. And why would the captain request? He said that that is a descriptive conjunction. It doesn't take V1, that means imperative sentences. It takes a whole simple sentence. The captain proposed, okay, but would. It's not about future, and would, will, such should have been there. No, no, no. We have the best choice. We already have the best choice. They should. Let's go. They should go. Welcome, Renu. There was one more sentence. I was looking for those keywords, but they were not available in any of those. Fine, leaving them. Good evening, Neha. All the arrangements for the ceremony will have been made. I would look at this. Will have been made. That means the planners will have made all the arrangements. Will have made. Planners will be, no have. Will have to make, no third form. Will make, no have. Will have made. Planners there. Arrangements here. Perfect. Obviously. Great. Imbroglio is from embroil, which is going to be irritating, confused, perplexed, and such. Altercation will also be related to the same quarrel you had with someone of words, not the physical quarrel, but just of words. Altercation. So it will be synonymous. I was amazed, irritated, so that will be same. When you have a quarrel, you get irritated. Synonymous. You want the antonym. Putrid, decayed. Putrid smell, something which has been decayed. So that will also be negative, not justifying anything positive. Tenacity, stubbornness. Audacity. No. Simplicity, the only positive word here in those negatives. Correct. No problem, Mohini. That was supposed to be skipped. Perfect, Shikha. Simplicity is pick the verbs. They are the most important words in a sentence. What if I assume the sentence and I'm correct till this point? Who wrote this? You are defining that this further, saying this profoundly moving, acclaimed novel that explores the themes of this or that doesn't even matter. Who wrote this? Past indefinite. By whom was this written? So by whom was seems good. Wrote B plus V2. By whom was written? What about the subject then? By whom? What about the auxiliary then? By whom was this written? Dropping that content in between. Dropping that. Who wrote this? By whom was this written? Precise. Need not be confused. Oh, that's a long statement. Nothing. That was a lot tricky. A lot. Can drop. Parvinder, yes, videos must be playing in some days or probably next week or till next week. There'll be another update. Keep on updating, please. Because your, I'm sorry, Android version must be a bit old. That's why. In the newer, no problem is there. No problem. Pretty soon you'll have the next update for better functionality. Sorry. One who accompanies a young lady to public places. Totally awkward. Ward. I remember we have wards in the hostel. But they don't accompany a young lady to public places. They just keep guard of that place, of that hostel. No. Now, Covaxin, I think that was the for COVID we had. No, that's not Covaxin. Cock swine. Ingrate is ungrateful. I shall be grateful to you. Ingrate. Full from the same stuff. So this is ungrateful. Drop this, drop that. Now, chaperon or Covaxin. Cock swine. I fortunately got this correct, although I got many questions wrong in this test. I'll show you. But yes, that's the word correctly. Correct one. I don't remember this coxswain. Uh I thought for 68 seconds I wasn't aware of this. And how the topper knows this. Great. Adult who accompanies or supervises one or more young unmarried man or woman during a social occasion. Ward, protection of another. Coxswain, who steers a boat. Yes, I did see in dictionary. The one who steers a boat. Okay, ingrate, unthankful person, not grateful to him or her. Abhijit. Welcome, lovely. Good evening. Perfect. Exactly. Appeasement is fine. We have many words in English like firm, like grave and gravate, like levity, levitating, like precious, preciate, and we put the same root word ad at the beginning, and that d becomes the letter itself. Affirm with this ad becomes o. Firm with this ad becomes affirm. A grave becomes aggravate, alleviate, appreciate, and such. So centered, okay, putting x before that, and this x becomes c because of c. So eccentric, eccentricity, slightly from the center. And for people also, irrational people. Are you mad? Huh? Eccentric. Appeasement is all okay. Eccentricity, X and center. So there should be another C in between. Answer. Choreography, fine. Somnambulist, somnambulism, somna, ambula, everything correct. So eccentricity, the misspelt one. The rest of those are already correct. Mohini, great. And C. Everyone? Yes. Uh, Gynecologist, gyna representing female, so the doctor of female. Misogyny, miso hate, gyna female, the one who hates women. Oh, it's talking about husbands. Monogamy, just one marriage. Poly, multiple, andros, male, polyandrous, having more than one husband. Parvinder, it is, and not just landscape but also cinematic, but it's not supporting in the older Android versions. I hope it will be there pretty soon. Landscape will be there pretty soon for sure. Not sure about cinematic. Next week or before next week. Exactly. The correct spelling of incessant. I may get this wrong. Incessant, no double C for sure. Fortunately. Okay. One of them is doubled. Nothing here. No double C, no double C, just one option with single C and double S. Now I got these wrong. Parasymbols, both of them. No problem. Let's go. Arvind, great. Don't be sorry, please. Nancy. Ha. Yes. God bless you, Rohit. Welcome. Okay, I got this wrong, to be honest. Welcome, Bharat Kabacha, because I thought that should be easy as always, took it casually, which I'll definitely not in examinations, but I did. The cosmos, with its mystery governed by laws of poetic precision, staggered her imagination. By 15, she had masters higher mathematics, which she supplemented with an ardent love of poetry. Further, to offer her in the way higher education for a woman, no institution, not on the island, not on the globe, had anything. Shikha, I did the same at first. No institution, not on the island, not on the globe, had anything which she supplemented with this or that. Okay, so I thought of SQ. SQ there in this, I was wrong. An R at the beginning seems good. No, I clicked anything else. Just a sec. I didn't start with this. I started with the S probably. S, then P, no institution. No. I don't remember what I clicked, but that was wrong to be honest. Now I can see it better. The problem was no institution had anything which he supplemented. Supplement is supplementary copies, like we have one copy, then another copy which can supplement it, like complement it, that way complete it, will add to that. No institution had anything which she supplemented with a love of poetry. Is horrible. Something better. By 15, she had mastered higher mathematics. She studied, that's a part of studying, and which she supplemented with a love of poetry. So by 15, she had mastered higher mathematics along with a love of poetry. They are together. Next, no institution, talking about institutions, not on the island or the globe, had anything further to offer. Institutions can offer her in the way of higher education for a woman, which I missed. Ronak Radhakrishna. And so at 17, she founded a small school of her own because no institution had anything further for higher education for a woman. So she founded a small school of her own. That was perfect. But I missed it because I took it casually. By 15, she had mastered higher mathematics along with the love of poetry. No institution had anything further for higher education, so she founded a small school of her own. PQSR. PQSR. That was correct. I got this wrong. I got this wrong too. Took it casually again. Okay. What I thought, India has had a vibrant culture of vibrant cafe culture for years, but it has been largely restricted to big cities where homegrown specialty and international coffee chains dominate the market. Okay. However, talking about that cafe culture in those big cities only, however, post COVID, several tier 2 cities are also seeing a boom in demand. 1 3 must be together, but unfortunately, 1 3 is together in three options. Okay. Second option. Mr. Singh is among a crop of young entrepreneurs who are benefiting from a wave of specialty coffee consumption in small North Indian towns and cities. Cafe owners say more Indians are now willing to pay for more coffee that's roasted in this or that. I thought Mr. Singh doesn't seem to me a good descriptive statement, which I would still say that's better to introduce. India has had a vibrant cafe culture for years, but that was restricted to big cities. However, post COVID, they are also seeing a boom. I started one, then three together, but I was wrong. Will still say the same, that I would start with the first one and then put the third one, and then that additional information. Mr. Singh, a crop of young people, then owners, probably that people also, that person also, say more Indians are now willing to pay for that because they are paying for that and such. But that was not the answer. Yes, they had justified. Like Mr. Singh is among a crop of young people who are benefiting from a wave of specialty coffee consumption in small North Indian towns and cities. And then shifting to India has a, which doesn't suit me. I'm sorry. Sorry. What they say? Once the sentences are read carefully, it can be noted sentence 2 introduces the premise of the trend. I think India has had, that's perfect tense, introduces the premise of the trend. So it must be the first sentence. I don't think so. Followed by the pair 1 3, which is precise, but followed by, that should have been followed by the pair in which the, okay, the reason for such a growing trend is marked in fourth. Fine, agree, the reason for that growing trend is marked in sentence fourth, but second statement, Mr. Singh starting, mine is still better. India has had, talking about coffee, cafe culture. However, they are seeing demand. He is also an entrepreneur for that demand benefiting. Many people are now paying for that. I would still say the same 1324, but the answer is 2134. I'm sorry, I can't start with the second one. I still can't start with the second one first. I don't know what the real passage is. I'm silent, leaving it aside. The previous one, that was my mistake. I honestly agree, that was my mistake. Okay. Institution had nothing to offer for higher education, and she completed higher mathematics along with love for poetry. Those two are related, these two are related, my mistake. But for 17, have never witnessed sentences such starting with these already in the passage. Okay, I'll be happy to get my marks deducted for that. You can go ahead. No, Rohit. quick. NK. I did the same. I did the same, but the description given and the answer given is a bit unacceptable. See, in a regular session, a psychologist can closely observe, counsel the participant. Fine. A psychologist in a regular session can closely observe and counsel the participant. The act of drawing, coloring is not a test for creativity but a tool to express emotions that lie buried deep. I also thought of that lie buried. Lie is a verb, buried is an adjective. Both are modified by adverbs. So deeply should be here, but no, that was not the answer. What they said, that's a test to creativity. I did check in dictionary and I couldn't find anything like a fixed preposition, a test to. Use of preposition, I don't know this is marked by the team and I'm not sure about the authenticity. That's why I'm saying I am a bit unsure. The answer is a bit unpredictable. I won't say so. Use of preposition for is incorrect. It needs to be replaced by of. Okay, which is used to indicate. Okay, of will be fine. I thought to will be horrible. I didn't find anything such. Belonging to something as this and that. A test which is related to creativity. Okay, of will be okay. But deep is also problematic. Deep is an adjective. Lying deep, buried deep, or buried. Yes, Shikha. So off is fine, but deep will still be deep. Okay. A test of creativity. No problem. Yes, which doesn't suit. No. What I thought, yes, fraction is the same. I thought adapt to. Remember? She couldn't adapt to the new circumstances, to the new conditions, to the new school, and thus productivity decreased. I thought adjust should be replaced with adapt. Anyway, you can make it possible. She couldn't adapt herself to the new school circumstances and such. All in all, fraction is going to be the same, and correction is also quite similar. नताशा, दिल से स्वागत. हिंदी मातृभाषा ही है मेरी, पर ये चैनल अंग्रेजी वाला है. एक बार आप देखिए प्लीज. तो मैं मजबूर हूँ. डेडिकेटेड क्लासेस इंग्लिश की ही, इंग्लिश मीडियम में ही है माध्यम. अदरवाइज हिंदी मुझे बुरी नहीं लगती. स्वागत. कोई शिकायत है प्लीज कहिएगा. बट चूंकि चैनल इंग्लिश मीडियम का है तो मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इंग्लिश मीडियम वाली है. आशा करता हूँ आप समझेंगे. थैंक यू एंड वेलकम. Exactly, Arvind. The series was one of the more anticipated. Either say that was one of the anticipated events, or that was one of the most, one of the, you are one of the best, he's one of the smartest, one of the tallest, one of the widest. We usually use a superlative. Less comparative, more comparative, merely, no degree, least. Great, Shikha. The figure of speech in her smile was as bright as the sun. Metaphor. Metaphor is implied simile where you don't say you are similar to them, you are like them, as them. You say you are them. Kashmir is the heaven of the earth. Metaphor. Camel is the ship of the desert. Metaphor. Camel is not like ship as ship. Camel is the ship. You are like God. Simile, similarity. You are my God. Metaphor. And such. Exactly. So simile shows similar. You are like a lion. You are the lion of that fight. That's metaphor. So metaphor, no, because smile is as bright as the sun, not the sun is that smile and such. Could have been a metaphor then. Hyperbole is to exaggerate things to that extent. I'm so hungry, I can eat 100 chapatis right now. Nobody can eat 100 chapatis, but we exaggerate things. I'm so sleepy, I can sleep for 6 months at once. Nobody can sleep for 6 months except you are Kumkaran. Personification, personifying the objects as if they were human beings. So this is simile straight, showing similarity. Thank you, Neha. Bite off more than you can chew. You can feel this. If you bite off more than you can chew, you are not able to do one thing properly. If you take many tasks that you can't handle, you bite off more than you can chew. He bit off more than he can chew when he ordered pizza. First of all, idioms don't have that literal sense. She bit off more than she could chew when she took on several projects at once and struggled. Exactly, that's the meaning. Need not check the others. But still, I bit off more than I could chew when I decided to try a new restaurant. It is nothing you can't handle if you go to a new restaurant or try a new restaurant. They bit off more than they could chew when they ate too many candies at the party. You are literally chewing them. So this is not the idiomatic case there. Exactly. The answer is this. Make the question. Would have been in past. So in actual, that should have been will have been conducting. Would, nope. Will, what about have? Would, what about have? Will have been conducting. Correct. Anything else? No, the scientist said, declared, by the next decade, team will have been, would have been on this, that. Perfect. Synonym of compliant. The camera went off. Let me change the battery. Wait a sec. That was a good test. So the session went on for more than 45 minutes, which usually don't. Exactly. Compliant. comply with the norms, follow the norms, adhere to them. Okay. Rigid, not following. Enemy, opposite. Obstinate, stubborn. Obedient, following. And the last one, which I missed, honestly. Cut the mustard. Cakewalk. Walking in the garden. I thought, but this is not. Okay. I clicked A because I thought cut the mustard should be an easy task, but it was not. It was to perform as per the expectations. Perform as per the expectations. Come up to the expectations. Cut the mustard. Will you cut the mustard? Yes, I will. So he'll be performing, he'll be executing things as per your expectations. Exactly. To work, operate in a satisfactory manner. Work, act with energy and enthusiasm. Perform satisfactorily. That's the meaning of the idiom. Okay, so that was also tricky. Let's head on to the RC and finish things off. Even though the hall was decorated with expensive, exquisite taste, it was a cold shelter. Guess warmth comes with the atmosphere, not with the place, like living in a mansion but not a home. All job applicants were quiet and counting seconds while looking at either the detailed ceiling or their polished shoes. Job interview shouldn't be like attending a funeral, but an opportunity to meet people. Guess it's like shopping at the local market, going to school, attending church, walking your dog. Everyone was anxious, but one who was strangely happy and excited about it. Waiting is always boring, but it may be a great opportunity to improve. You can spend your time making a mind map of your actions of future. Suppose everything can be taken as an opportunity. All depends upon the person. Mr. Peter Phillips, please, Mr. Phillips, you are next. You may go in now. They are waiting for you, sir, the receptionist explained. Peter, a recently law graduated student and future lawyer, made his way to the interviewing room. Peter was trying to remember all job-related topics, advice his family and friends had given him. Although job interviews may be embarrassing, he felt relaxed, willing to begin as soon as possible. Here we go, he thought. Be positive, he insisted. You may come in, a voice indicated after Peter knocked on the door. How can we take advantage of waiting? Thank you, Arvind. 5 more to go. A, chivalrous, and everyone, A. Who said this is not my answer? This is not my answer. You just saw the word opportunity. Did you check the description to improve making a mind map of your actions of future and said to judge the actions of others and plan our next move to beat them? Did it say that, Mohini? That was your mistake. Everyone unanimous except Nancy. That's not my answer. When you have straight answers, you can copy. But once we don't have straight answers, it's always good to look at things. Be the devil's advocate. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. But that was our mistake. We should have avoided. I read, it may be an opportunity. Yes, it was talking about some opportunity. To judge the actions of others, it didn't refer to the others. No, I can see that. We can do our budget and plan our finances. No financial information there. It may be a terrific chance, no, but the fourth is none of the above. So let me read this. To develop, as we can spend our time creating a vision, future, board of our deeds, or long-term plans. Yes, actions or future. That should be specific, and it is. Which of the following defines Peter? Hmm, exactly. A recently law graduated student, future lawyer. Judge, no. Interviewer, no, he wasn't taking interviews. Interviewee, we can say. Corporate lawyer, he wasn't a corporate lawyer. He was a future lawyer. He was recently graduated, which was not done by the job applicants. Uh, they were quiet and counting seconds. Quiet and counting seconds. Calculating time. Okay. Staring at the polished shoes, looking at ceiling or polished shoes. Yes, that was also there. Glancing at the ceiling, looking at the ceiling. Yes, that was also there. Discussing the job profile. No, not stated in the passage. Couple more. Antonym of the word embarrassing. You know them. Embarrassing. Something weird, awkward. Although interviews may be embarrassing, but he felt relaxed. You have to mark the antonym of embarrassing. I would say relaxed from the options. Unseemly, industrious, hardworking, troubling will be synonym. Antonym, something which is relaxed, positive, enjoyable. Interviews are embarrassing, interviews are enjoyed. And the last but not the least one, synonym of relaxed. That was a good test. Yes. I guess, you guess what? So there's an independent clause, I guess what? There's a dependent clause. It's like shopping at the market, going to this or that. So one independent, the other dependent, making it complex. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye. Take care. Be safe. See you in the classes. Thanks a lot. Thank you. And all the best again from my side to everybody out there. Okay. Thank you so much. See you. Oh, printing mistake. It should be Shikha. Thank you so much, Muskan. Same here. 5 wrong. Radhe Radhe. God bless you, beta. Nancy, Arvind, Mohini, and everyone here. See you pretty soon. Thank you, Soumya. Lovely. Jai Jagannath, brother. Arvind, Jagat ke Nath, hum sabki raksha karen. Thank you so much. Shivalras, Saloni, Rohit, God bless you, brother. Aman, thanks a lot. Kshama Prarthi, मैं भी. Nancy, God bless you. Shikha, Wrinkle, and everyone watching it live or later. See you.